Hi, sweetie darlings. Here I am again. And how are you doing? I hope you're doing well and everyone is, happy. And yeah. I want to talk about women's health, especially because what is happening is crazy. I mean, fibroids, endo, PCOS, problems with inflammation and the PMDD, PMS, all this, no? And the trouble that happens with autoimmunity, with so many women being inflamed already, insulin resistance, all this. And why no one is listening to us? I remember the first time at the very beginning, I didn't know I had all this. All I knew was that I had a fibroid. It was the only time I've been to conventional medicine for once. I was treated so badly. I basically like almost wanted to smash that man's face. First of all, he was a man. Like, what the fuck, right? I don't care how much you read it in a book, you're never gonna experience it. So, but the worst part of it is that it causes mast cell, estrogen rises histamine and the other way around. Therefore, PMS, PMDD, all this. Since mast cell activation syndrome is not understood, just imagine what happens with PMDD. Oh, we don't have a clue what happens, right? Again, woman, you are not crazy. When progesterone starts dropping, which is a mast cell stabilizer, and especially over 35, um, problems start. That does not mean that you cannot go back to balance and equilibrate all this, but it's honestly a pain in the ass. And, I'm sick and tired of hearing all sorts of things and this and that. Yeah, obviously, you need to. I'm talking about people without Lyme disease here and all this. In that case, it'll be the same, but with a lot more work, obviously, and inflammation, right? You need to put the HPA axis back into place, which means, the hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal situation. Microdosing has been absolutely wonderful for this, especially coming from the inflammation I had. So I strongly, really recommend this to go back into place, to put your nervous system back into place, because most of the symptoms are rage, PMDD, and I mean, anxiety from hell, depression, all this crap, and we can't do it. So, so yeah, this is going to be really, 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 really beneficial. Obviously, watch out the diet. I'm a big fan of carnivore diet and intermittent fasting situations here, especially with mega inflamed guts. All this is going to help and take care of your gallbladder and your liver. That's going to be more helpful than anything is. I'm not going to go into the lies of the fiber crap situation because I just can't. But, I just, the thing is that how we are mistreated as like women are crazy, how this horrible world that it's been built basically for man, not even for man anyway, I don't think so, but for a woman it's even worse because we have a cycle. This cycle has a pattern. If we were taking advantage of this pattern instead of trying to be like a man, we would be healthy. But instead we force ourselves, dragging ourselves, trying and pretending to be a man when we are falling apart and bleeding and with banging headaches and not knowing how we are, all this crap. It's just insane. I remember this really well and having to pretend to be okay and be like a man when in fact I was falling apart. I mean, what the hell is this about, right? And yeah, I have no words. It's just so bad. So we need to have our own schedule. We have, I mean, and for the ones that already have been through hell and they've been sick a decade, like my case, we no longer can do that or won't be able to do that anyway, especially not in a toxic environment. So we need to find ways slowly that we can do without falling apart again and having the right support place and so on, which is tough enough. Obviously, avoiding endocrine disruption, plastics, all this is going to be crucial as well. Toxins, perfumes, cosmetics, all this. I mean, the good part is there are many cosmetics nowadays without crap, and you really have to watch out for them because in the cosmetic area they are not as strong as in the organic food regulations, so you know they can put whatever they want. So you really have to check if that is really true from their side, if they are lying, and make sure that what you use is actually toxin free. Yeah. In some instances, you might find less toxic products, at the end is the overall situation that's gonna count. So yeah. And yeah, that'll be it. But I don't want anyone else to be mistreated like I was in this area, especially in the PMDD situation. Young girls that, and I'm really looking forward to do my own progesterone cream so we can, start, because I believe it's going to help a lot of people along the rest of the work. No, it's been fantastic. But obviously, they just feed us with more estrogen, which obviously does not help. It makes us really sick. And again, it's a synthetic one, same as progestins are synthetic. I'm always talking about bioidentical progesterone and how we can enhance that in our bodies as well while we use it and help our bodies, liver, all this be in place again. So yeah, this is a huge epidemic for women, and no one, we're normalizing things that should not be normal. And at the same time, what we should normalize is the treatment that they give us, which should be a lot better, and understanding that we do have a cycle. We are women, this is how we work, and it should be respected. Any other type of feminist that does not recognize the beauty of being a woman and that we work this way, for me is absolutely a crime. so so yeah, thanks for watching, have a good day, bye.